Good evening, and thank you for being here tonight. It is my honor to stand before you once again as your mayor to deliver the State of the City address. Before I begin, I want to recognize several elected leaders who have joined us tonight. First, our City Council, Council President Carolyn Berry, Council President Adam Cunningham, Councilor Ann Shevlin, and Councilor Sam Skoll. And I understood State Senator Courtney Mislin, maybe, oh, there she is. Sorry, my eyes are still adjusting. Thank you, Senator. And State Representative Sue Ricky Smith. And let's see, I see Councilor Rosenthal from the Metro. Thank you for being here. I see Mayor Bumanek from the City of Tualatin. I see former Mayor Tim Knapp. I was supposed to be given a list, so, oh, there it is. Well, you want to come on up? So I might. They did this on purpose just to make me sweat. All right. Clackamas County Sheriff's Office out here. And former Wilson's, oh, I covered that. Washington County Sheriff's Office. Wow. Thank you for coming, guys. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue. And Vice Chair Megan Vidal from Westland Wilsonville School District. Okay. And Clackamas Community College President Tim Cook. And if I forgot anybody, he's not even, oh, Jason. Jason Snyder, the Washington County Commissioner, I apologize.
No worries. I was going to let it slide.
That's he would just bring it up in the middle of a meeting. And who?
Ryan Ingersoll,
Oh.
Community College Board.
Oh, gosh. You're not on the list, but thank you. We'll have to talk about this list next year. So, this month we welcome Gina Troha. Stand up, please. Gina. As our new city manager, the council is fortunate to have selected someone with Gina's depth of experience and commitment to community-centered leadership. She brings a thoughtful and steady approach to this work, balancing long-term vision with the day-to-day responsibilities of running a city. She has long demonstrated the ability to listen, to build relationships, and to work collaboratively. We're very lucky to have her. Thank you, Gina. I also want to recognize our city attorney, Amanda Gall-Hinman. Amanda plays a critical role in the work we do as a council and for the city at large. She provides guidance in difficult moments, helps us navigate complex decisions, and does so with professionalism, integrity, and a steady hand. I deeply respect her judgment and her commitment to this community, and we're fortunate to have her serving Wilsonville. She's hiding in the back. Thank you to Gina, Amanda, and every member of our city staff who make this city work every day. Naming everyone would keep us here all evening, but please know how much your work means to me, this council, and our community. I also want to recognize members of our boards and commissions and the many volunteers who serve in ways both large and small throughout Wilsonville. Your leadership, your service, and your commitment matter deeply. Thank you. Finally, I want to thank my family. Public service is not something you do alone. It asks a lot of the people who stand beside you every day. There are long nights, missed time, and moments when the weight of decisions follows you home. Through it all, my family has been there supporting me, grounding me, and reminding me why this work matters. I love you, and I'm deeply grateful for everything you give so I can do this work. Last year, when I delivered my first day of the city as mayor, I spoke about belonging. My belief that Wilsonville should be a place where every person matters, where every family can build a life, where every resident feels the community is truly theirs. It's a simple yet powerful idea that I believe deeply. Because when people feel they belong, a community becomes more than a place to live, it becomes home. And when a place feels like home, people begin thinking about something even more important, the future they want to build together. The future we are all building together, and the future we will one day hand to the next generation. We must ask ourselves, what kind of community will we leave to our children and grandchildren? Answering this question requires us to step back and look at the everyday moments that define our lives here. The best way to understand Wilsonville is not through a report or a budget document, but by walking through our community. That is something I do nearly every morning with my dog, Curious George. And given recent comments, he's always on a leash. Had to throw that in there. Those walks through our neighborhoods, parks, and public spaces remind me what we are so fortunate to have. A place where people build rich lives, raising their children, looking out for one another, and where our seniors are honored and respected. Wilsonville's spirit reveals itself through observing simple moments. A child riding their bike to school, or a family gathering in Memorial Park, the crown jewel of our fabulous park system. Over the past several years, our investments in Memorial Park have continued to build on what makes it so special. From the nature play area and expanded skate park, to the dog park, community and pollinator gardens, new restrooms and field lighting, with new play equipment near the sports fields on the way. Last year, staff expanded the park disc golf course, now one of the top courses in the region. Our dedicated parks team got creative to make that project happen. This short video details the award-winning collaboration with the disc golf community.
Disc golf is one of the fastest growing sports in the world. It's thriving in Oregon, where park providers are struggling to meet demand for course availability. Wilsonville's only public disc golf course is located beyond the athletic fields at Lower Memorial Park. It was a modest 9-hole course until last year, when the city's parks and recreation staff was introduced to Jesse Tomeno, a certified disc golf player, advocate, event promoter, course designer, and the owner of Portland retailer All Day Disc Golf.
Some local members of our disc golf club wanted to expand the course and suggested getting Jesse involved.
Tomeno's course design expertise and enthusiasm for the sport matched the city's desire to expand the course to 18 holes.
To make advancements happen in disc golf, you definitely have to keep banging away at it and convince people that it's a good idea.
The course expansion is 100% donor funded. Not only did Tomeno design the course, he rallied the disc golf community to raise funds and participate in volunteer work parties.
Jesse's involvement was absolutely critical.
The result of this great collaboration is a new 19-hole disc golf course that has activated an underutilized wooded area within Wilsonville's signature park and provided a new destination that can be enjoyed by virtually anyone.
Memorial Park Disc Golf Course is one of the busiest courses in the area, and that's because it is accessible and fun for disc golfers of all skill levels.
The city of Wilsonville is thrilled to recognize Jesse Tomeno as the recipient of the ORPA's 2025 Private Sector Partner Award.
Memorial Park and all that it has to offer is an example of how a community vision, staff dedication, and the collaboration that followed delivered a wonderful outcome. Our investment in our park system is a great representation of our values. So too is our emphasis on community events, from long-established events like the Easter egg hunt, Party in the Park, the annual Christmas tree lighting, and a harvest festival, to new celebrations like the second annual Light Up Wilsonville Menorah Lighting, Los Posadas, Pride, Juneteenth, Lunar New Year, Celebration of India, and the Ramadan potluck. We seek active, enriching lives. We honor families in all their forms. We embrace togetherness and tradition. We celebrate important occasions. We rely on each other. One more example of our values is our library, a place that means a great deal to many families, including my own. Last month, a new four-wall mural was painted in the children's room. This wonderful project, funded by the Wilsonville Public Library Foundation and directed by our Arts, Culture, and Heritage Commission and staff, demonstrates the power of collaboration and community involvement. The result is wonderful.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a Portland-based muralist, originally from North Carolina. I have been doing art for as long as I could hold a crayon, but never saw this as my full-time career until 2020 when I graduated and started pursuing fine art and then public art full-time. So this mural was actually inspired by about 452 polls from the children that the library staff here ran a bulletin board. So narrowing a little bit of that down, I still found a really fun way to incorporate a lot of that wonder that the kids had. And so it'll start off with a dog and cat as they take off from home and journey into Pacific Northwest Wonderland. Then it goes into an underwater deep sea scene that then leads to sand and a cooking scene and jungle. And I'm just excited for kids to find the creativity in it and the colors, and it just be something that they'll be really quite drawn to.
You have to come here because the paintings are fabulous. I love space and I love dinosaurs. I like the painting because it's beautiful and it has good colors. I like the cat because I have a cat at home.
This is such a wonderful room, and I see how much interaction there is with children and playfulness and curiosity, and of course, a great room of books and all the stories that they could have at their fingertips. And so I just want to say thank you for the library and the community for trusting me with this project. I'm very excited for the adventure behind me to unravel.
What do you think? Strong community does not happen on its own. It requires people willing to step forward and take responsibility for what comes next. Local leadership matters, but it is not about the mayor or members of city council. It is about the community leaders we've had over the decades who have given their heart and soul to this community in so many ways. Those in community organizations such as the Rotary Club, our nonprofits like Wilsonville Community Sharing and Heart of the City, our local businesses, religious institutions, parent groups, and so many others. Many of these leaders, those current and those who have passed, many of them quiet, unsung heroes, have continuously stepped up and made this community a better place, not only for the Wilsonville we have now, but for the vision of the community that we will leave for future generations. Because leadership at every level of our community matters. As President John F. Kennedy once said, our task in our time, in our generation, is to hand down undiminished to those who come after us the rich heritage we have inherited. That's a big responsibility that requires thoughtful decisions about our future. Decisions we make together today will shape Wilsonville for decades to come. Thoughtful leadership means investing in infrastructure that keeps our city strong. It means improving our local roads and transportation systems. It means strengthening and preserving water and stormwater systems so the next generation does not inherit problems we chose to ignore. It means finding a way to guide our inevitable growth in a manner that allows us to retain our small town spirit. Informed, deliberate decision-making can ensure that we maintain our high quality of life for the next generation. Investing in our future has delivered new returns this year. The reopening of the Beckman Road corridor and the Beckman Bridge connection has improved mobility and safety across our city as our Frog Pond neighborhood comes to life. We've continued investing in places where families gather, including a new neighborhood park which will be open in Frog Pond West next to the new primary school. Our commitment to transportation and pedestrian improvements continues. Last year, we were awarded a $6 million competitive grant from the Oregon Department of Transportation to fund the completion of the Beckman Creek Regional Trail. When complete, a child growing up in Frog Pond will be able to ride their bike to their high school without setting foot on a high-speed arterial road. That is this kind of city our community is building. The seismic resilient new 3 million gallon West Side Reservoir on Tews Road projects are most precious, The seismic resilient new 3 million gallon West Side Reservoir on Tews Road protects our most precious asset, water, and adds storage capacity to support future growth. This is what responsible long-range planning looks like, investing in infrastructure that most residents will never see, so it is there when needed. Our responsibility does not stop at our city limits. We continue to advocate for the replacement of the Boone Bridge, one of the most important transportation priorities for our community, our region, and the movement of goods and commerce across our nation. That work has required persistence, working with state and federal partners, the legislature traveling to D.C., and continuing to make the case that Wilsonville's future depends on a transportation system that keeps pace with our growth. Leadership means not just managing today, but advocating for what comes next. Building a strong city is not only about infrastructure, of course, it is about people. Last year, we launched a peer support initiative to help residents struggling with addiction and mental health concerns connect with the help they need. Next month, we'll celebrate the grand opening of Vuela, the new transit-oriented development at the Wilsonville Transit Center, a project that reflects the compassion of this community and our shared commitment to helping people build stability in their lives. Vuela provides 121 units of housing for those earning 30 to 80% of area median income, creates a permanent home for Wilsonville community sharing, and creates a welcome center for regional transit users. What began as an idea brought forward by SMART Director Dwight Brashear and city staff has grown into something more, a reflection of this community's values, an example of how thoughtful public leadership grounded in our compassion can truly change lives.
I arrived here in Wilsonville in 2017, and in doing kind of an assessment of what SMART had in the way of amenities, resources, I ended up at the transit center, which turned out to be a very, very nice transit center. However, there was a plot of land, about 1.4 acres to be exact, that had a large mound on it, a dirt mound with plenty of weeds. And that's when the idea hit me that we probably should and could do something better with this plot of land.
Putting together an affordable housing project like this is a complex thing to pull off. It required the coordination between a lot of people, different agencies, both at the county and state level, providing funding opportunities, and other people willing to step up to the plate and share their wisdom and thoughts for getting this project off the ground. We were fortunate in that we got a lot of good feedback from our Planning Commission and City Council to really shape this idea. And then we were able to take that because we had such a clear vision and get project funding quickly, get a developer who was interested in building it, and move forward to construction in a pretty fast timeline.
When this building started to go up, I decided I wanted to live there. It's close to work, close to, it's close to transit. If I didn't need a car, at my age, 63, gonna be 64 in April, I figured it would be perfect fit. My application was approved with WELA that allowed me to minimize my monthly outgo. So that helped financially for me, for sure. Here, it's quiet and it's clean and fresh. I feel at home.
The Welcome Center, I think that was the key piece that was missing at the Transit Center. I wanted this thing to be a one-stop shop for our customers. Anything transit related in the region, not just Wilsonville, but in the region, you'll be able to get there. We're working with all of the other providers in the area, Chariots, TriMet, Malala, Canby, Clackamas County, even Sandy, a city as far away as Sandy. All of their information will be available to our customers right there in that Welcome Center.
It's been probably about 6 to 7 years since the ideas that we had got put on paper and then started being shaped into reality. And I think it's been very gratifying, not only for me as the project manager, but as other staff in City Hall who've worked on this over the course of many years to actually see this go from an idea to something being built that people can call home. It's pretty amazing.
That is Wilsonville at its best, a community that does not turn away from challenges, but steps forward to meet them. With that being said, many households remain cost burdened, spending more than they can reasonably afford on housing, some facing severe financial strain. That reality affects not just our seniors and individual families, but the long-term stability of our workforce, young adults, and our community. Our housing production strategy was recently adopted. To expand housing access, promote affordability, and encourage diverse housing options. Meanwhile, the city's first climate action plan ensures that future long-term infrastructure accounts for weather conditions more intense and less predictable than ever. Yes, Wilsonville is moving forward. Its progress is not happening by accident, but by community leadership and good planning. Our local businesses continue to be the backbone of the city, creating jobs, supporting families, and shaping our character. Our work continues both at home and at the legislature to encourage investment in our Coffee Creek and Basalt Creek areas. When we talk about the future of Wilsonville, we're not just talking about growth. We're talking about creating opportunity and stability for the people who live and work and learn here. Our workforce, seniors, and students and teachers from the Oregon Institute of Technology and Clackamas Community College. Everything we enjoy today is the result of deliberate choices made by this community through its elected leaders and carried forward by the work of our expert, dedicated city staff, all engaged in shaping our future together. Which brings me back to that question that will shape the next 50 years. What kind of city do we want Wilsonville to be? Wilsonville deserves a place where families gather, where small businesses can grow and succeed, where people can walk, connect, and experience the beauty of this community. But it will not happen on its own. It requires us as a community to decide together whether we're willing to invest in that future. The Wilsonville Town Center Plan is not a planning document. It is an adopted roadmap that reflects years of work, community input, and a shared vision for what the heart of Wilsonville can become. This is about whether Wilsonville will have a true civic center, a place where community life comes together. If we do not step forward and shape our own future, it will be shaped for us piece by piece by absentee landowners and developers, rather than by the shared vision of this community. Some may wish that Wilsonville could stay exactly as it is. But the reality is, all cities change. We face a critical decision. Will we shape that change or allow it to shape us? Just as those who came before us made decisions that shaped the Wilsonville we enjoy today, we now have that responsibility, not just for ourselves, but for people who live here long after we're gone. Last summer, this council directed staff to gather input to better understand what our residents want. The message was clear. There is wide support for a vibrant town center. Residents raised thoughtful questions about building heights, housing density, and what town center would look like. The questions we received deserved our consideration. We heard clearly that the housing numbers created confusion, so we went back to work. We created a task force to examine building heights. We revisited the urban rural district proposal that was narrowly defeated 2 years ago. I believe we have a responsibility to come back with a better, more refined urban renewal district plan and to give residents a new opportunity to consider how we proceed. My goal is to bring that refined proposal before the voters of Wilsonville this November. This November. That is what this good public process looks like. Listening, refining, and returning with something that reflects the values of the entire community. The entire community. Urban renewal is not an untested theory. In Wilsonville, it is a method we have used successfully to help build the city we all enjoy today without raising taxes. Urban renewal has supported infrastructure, created our parks, provided opportunities for local businesses, and helped guide development in alignment with our values. Our values. Our city has been blessed by many visionary community leaders who helped create the Wilsonville we have today. Now, that responsibility passes to us to look beyond our current lives and needs to determine what's best. It's not just the responsibility of council or a mayor, it is responsibility of all of us. Let's be a community willing to lead, a community willing to think beyond today, a community willing to invest in the future for people they may never meet. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. We must ask ourselves, when our children are ready to build lives of their own, will they choose to stay here? Because in the end, the measure of our work as a community is not just what we build today, but whether the next generation sees a future for themselves in Wilsonville, that they belong. If we lead with compassion and integrity, if we listen, if we remain true to the next generations, then one day they will inherit more than a city. They'll inherit a home shaped by a compassionate community that believed in them and those who would follow. Thank you for being a part of Wilsonville's story, and thank you for helping build a bright future for our city.